Hustle, step it up. Hustle, step it up. Haters, buckle up. Social authority coming for you suckers. Better listen up. Better listen up. Better listen up. Hustle, step it up. Hustle, step it up. Haters, buckle up. Social authority coming for you suckers. Better listen up. Better listen up. Better listen up. Contact, you get what you attract. Mindset, gotta keep it on track. Fuck anybody standing in my way. I'm coming for everything I wanted today.
Stand up.
If you're ready to transform.
Stand up.
If you wanna be reborn. Put in the work, go all the way. Step into the grind every single day.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Social Authority. It's your boy Pat Hilton coming to you live from the Content Hub of Dallas. Monday edition. It is Monday, December 8th, 2025. And man, I saw something really cool this weekend. And it's such a great lesson on how we should all think going into 2026. So, welcome to the greatest show on earth, broadcasting to you live with the clean stream, living the dream. Notre Dame is a college here in the United States of America, just in case you've been living under a rock for the last 100 years. And they've got a great football team. I wouldn't say that any other sports that they do are all that great. And maybe I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm happy to get roasted in the comments. But their football team is pretty damn good, usually. And this year, they should have made it into the college playoffs. But of course, the college playoffs are completely rigged. It's all about money. They could care less about the college players, about the college schools, about the college fans. All they care about is money. It's always been that way, by the way. They used to have the bowl championship series where, like, all these games that mean nothing, you're supposed to celebrate that you get qualified to play this game that means nothing. And after Notre Dame got completely screwed in 1993, and you can look this up. 1993, I was 10 years old. We were big Notre Dame fans growing up because I'm from Missouri, and Mizzou, historically, not very good at all. And so we have a family friend, one of my dad's best friends, Jim Flynn, who graduated from Notre Dame. Really, really smart dude, by the way. And so we were Notre Dame fans, just by default. My dad's best friend went to Notre Dame. We traveled down there to the Golden Dome at a young age and watched games, X, Y, and Z. In 1993, Notre Dame was undefeated going into the last game of the season, and they had beat a number one versus number two game. They were number two. They played the number one Florida State Seminoles, Florida State, and they beat Florida State. So they beat the number one ranked team in the country to become number one. Now, they lost the last game of the year on a field goal to Boston College. I remember this specifically because I thought it was so weird how this went down. So Notre Dame in 1993 had one loss to Boston College on a last-second field goal, and Florida State had one loss in 1993 to Notre Dame. Florida State won the national championship. Based on pure voting. Like, they didn't even play each other again. They won based on a vote. Like, some office person decided that Florida State gets to win the national championship in 1993 based on the fact that they're 11-1 or whatever the records are in college football, and the other team's 11-1. Well, one team beat the other team. Notre Dame beat Florida State, and Florida State still won the national championship. And I remember being like, what the hell's going on? And my dad was like, dude, it's always been rigged. The guy from that school won the Heisman Trophy. They want to sell that school this year. It's the first time they've ever won. They got screwed. And I remember thinking, if they just would have somehow beat Boston College, they automatically would have won the national championship. And so there's two sides to this. And we'll get to that in a minute. Never, ever, ever leave it up to a decision by somebody else, whether you win or not. I mean, you got to beat your opponent so badly. You have to knock them out cold so bad that there is no judge's decision. So their mistake was they lost on a field goal to Boston College. Regardless, Notre Dame should have been the 1993 national champions. Everybody knows it. It was a complete screw job, and it was part of the reason why a few years later, they finally implemented a playoff in college football. Fast forward to 2025. You got all these teams that should have qualified for this new playoff that's supposed to be so fair, but the college football system is still rigged. It's still all about money. And they know the SEC makes them a ton of money. They want Alabama every single year as close as they can to the title because it makes them money. So all these other teams, including Notre Dame this year, were overlooked and didn't get into the playoffs. And so this team, Notre Dame, that's sick and tired of getting screwed, they bring a ton of viewership, a ton of sponsors. They've got one of the most legendary college football teams in the entire nation. Whether you like them or not doesn't matter, by the way. And the same thing with Alabama. Alabama's a great football team. But let's make no mistake about it. This isn't about football. This never was about football. It's about money. They don't care about these college kids. They care about money. So they're like, hey, why don't we just screw Notre Dame over and put these other teams in that we think we can monetize heavily, and, we'll move on. And Notre Dame's like, nope, we're not going to play in the Pop-Tart Bowl when we should be competing for the national championship. And so they're not going to show up. I love it. Stop showing up for people that don't fucking respect your record. Seriously, in 2026, make the decision now that you are not doing business with people. You are not showing up for people. You are not responding to people that do not value your track record, your expertise, and your ability to deliver. Stop showing up. I've said no to like 4 different conferences that wanted me to come and MC already. Hey, Pat, $10,000 is a little expensive. We can't pay that. Can you do it for 5? Fuck you. Fuck you. No, I'm not leaving my house for multiple days to announce the names of real estate wholesalers that nobody's ever fucking heard of for a discount price for you. No, fuck you. Go find somebody else that's been on the stage with Grant Cardone and Gary Vee that's going to give you a discount, because I ain't doing it anymore. Start saying no. I could care less about college football. But the fact that Notre Dame stuck up for themselves after I, as a 10-year-old, watched them get screwed out of the national championship by a vote to a team that they beat 11-1 and 11-1. Florida State is number 1 when they lost to Notre Dame. It doesn't even make sense when you rewind it and you watch it, and it's still going on. Why? Because these teams keep showing up and playing these worthless bowl games for these people, these sponsors, and these corporations that don't give a fuck about them. And now, finally, all these colleges are like, we're not showing up. We're not going to play some worthless game and risk getting injured, put these college kids at risk to get injured in a game that doesn't mean anything. So congratulations to Notre Dame for having the balls and the kahoonies to tell the college football, whatever committee, whatever they're called, whatever you NCAA losers are even called, to screw off, and that they're not going to show up when they should be competing for the national championship. Now, again, I'm sure that just because it's football, someone will have an opinion about it. And I am not Mr. Football here. This is an honor thing. This is a thing about principle, not football. Because college football, the entire system is built around making money. They have no values. Their job is to sell tickets, sell sponsorships, and fill up the bowls at the beginning of the year next year. And you've got all these teams, they feel, Notre Dame included, like they qualified to play for the national championship. Now, you may agree or may not. That's fine. And they're like, okay, well, our record's better. We beat all these teams. We should be qualified. So we're not going to show up to perform in a game that doesn't mean anything when we should be competing for the national championship. Take football out of the equation. Insert yourself. There's all these people around you. Maybe they want to hire you for something. Maybe they want to pay you to do something. For me, I speak on stages. I perform on stages. I MC. I announce people all over the country. And to be completely honest, I'm sick of doing it. Because I show up at these events and I'm one of the 3 best speakers and I'm the freaking MC. I walk out in the hallway and people are like, why don't you have a 30-minute slot? And I'm like, I don't know. I guess I just didn't negotiate it into the contract. I guess I just didn't negotiate it into the handshake agreement that I have. And so I think we all need to think long and hard about how much we value ourselves and how much we value our time and how much we're willing to honor ourselves and our track record when we show up next year. Because I'm telling you right now, there's probably 2 real estate events that I'm even going to do next year. One of them is Logan Fulmer's event. Logan Fulmer is 100% legit. I'll be at his event at the end of January. If you want to catch me at a real estate event, that's one of them. And then you got RJ Bates. Whenever he does his Titanium U Element 22, I'll be there. Outside of that, unless something magical happens, I'm not going to be at real estate events anymore. I have no desire to be at real estate events anymore. I just don't. Nothing against anybody. We have tons of clients that do real estate. We help people get deals every freaking day. I am active in Titanium University. I highly recommend you sign up for Titanium University. If you want to learn how to wholesale houses, nobody's going to teach you better than RJ Bates. 100%. Why would I show up in 50 groups and perform for 50 groups when I'm more than qualified to just perform for the best one? And here's the thing about that is that RJ has always acknowledged that I've got a talent and a skill set that he can use, he can leverage, he can utilize. He's always recommended me. We always refer each other. And I need to become more active about being a reference for that as well. Because I'm not showing up and performing in 2026 for everybody. I don't have time. I'm not going to make time. And I don't need or want the money from some of these people that are associated with clowns. You got to draw the line somewhere. And so I am super proud to see that the old Fighting Irish are fed up with this entire college football politics. This is a complete money grab so that Alabama gets the go. Alabama should not be in the college playoffs just because they're Alabama. You can roll your tide on out of the freaking brackets because you don't even belong there, and everybody knows it and everybody's sick of it. And even as someone who doesn't even really watch anymore because I was so annoyed in 1993 that I knew it was rigged, I knew this shit was rigged 35 years ago. And it's still rigged and they're still screwing over the same team that they hacked me off with. And so I'm probably more of a Notre Dame fan today than I've ever been, just because they told the College Bowl Series to take a freaking hike. And so my question for you today is this. How far do you need to get pushed? How many times do you need to get lowballed? How many times do you need to get nodded over before you just start saying no? Seriously. There's so many people that watch these streams, watch these shows. I give away as much or more free content than anyone on these platforms. If you want to learn how to make videos for free, you can go watch the podcasts. I'm going to pull up a ChatGPT prompt here in a minute and film videos right here in a second with a new outfit on. So I've got more videos. But do not ask me in 2026 to discount my price Do not ask me in 2026 to discount our community price, which will be $500 a month. We're just going to be very clear. Not $499, not $497, not $299. It's $500 a month. Either pay it or don't. I don't care. There's no argument here. Do not join. If that number bothers you, don't join. Plain and simple. Because if it's too high or it's too much, when I'm giving you free podcasts, my book is free. Go click it. Download it for free. We worked for years to publish that book. It's a #1 best-selling book on Amazon, and I'm giving it for free. I don't know how much more people want for free, but do not come here asking for discounts because you don't get them. We already charge less than any of these bozo agencies in the area that the leaders and the CEOs have never spoken on a stage in their life. And our price still competes with these people, which is idiotic, really. But that's how we win. We want to be affordable for great business owners. That's part of the reason why our retention has been solid over the last few years. But I will tell you this, make a decision this year going into 2026 that you are saying no to anything that doesn't meet some type of standard. What is that standard for you? For Notre Dame this year, it was, hey, we're not showing up and playing at the Pop-Tart Bowl when we should be performing for the national championship. Fuck you, college football. And then there's people like, oh yeah, so much for the Fighting Irish. You guys are crybabies. No, they're not. They got screwed in 1993 when they beat Florida State. And then they had the same records at the end of the season and Florida State won the title. If I beat you in a game, your name's Jim and my name's Pat. I beat you. And then at the end of the season, I'm 12-1 and you're 12-1. And then you win the title off of a vote when I beat you. I'd be pissed too. And that was 35 years ago that happened. I wonder if people even know that happened. Your boy Pat Hilton's coming at you with the football facts this morning. What do you know about it? I remember being 10 years old and looking at my dad and being like, wait a minute. So Notre Dame was #2. Florida State was #1. They beat the #1 team and became #1. They lost on a fluke field goal to Boston College at the end of the year. And so Florida State's now #1 and they lose? How are they #2 to a team that they beat? And he's like, dude, if they would have beat Boston College, there would have been no doubt. And so the lesson is never leave it up to the judges. People see me all the time and they're like, dude, why are you so fiery? Why are you so fired up? Dude, I used to live in a van and perform on a street corner. And I show up at these business conferences where I've been on stage in front of 10,000 people at the biggest auditoriums in the country, and people look at me like I don't know shit. I'm sick of it. Fuck you. Then don't book me anymore. No more discounts. No more showing up for your bullshit wholesale event unless your name is RJ Bates III, because that one's not bullshit. I'm just calling it before it happens. Don't even call me. You want to find me at a real estate event? Come buy a ticket to Logan Fulmer's event. Logan Fulmer does big deals. Logan Fulmer respects the fact that, like, I'm busy. I got my own $1 million company to run now. This isn't amateur hour anymore. I'm not just some amateur coach like the bozos that on this platform that are constantly trying to pry people out of $100 or $200 or $300, I don't know, to pay the car bill. That's not a real business. We service some of the biggest companies in the fucking industry with social media every fucking day. We never miss a day. We work on Thanksgiving. We work on New Year's. We work on Christmas. We work on Easter, 4th of July, the 5th of July, the 6th of July, the 7th of July, every fucking day. And people have the audacity to come up to me and ask me to discount my shit. Go download the book for free and do the work or get out of the way. And the thing about it is we're creating our own community, the Social Authority Collective, of serious people running serious business that want to do serious deals. And we don't want everybody in our group. It's not for everyone. Because if you're one of these people that thinks everything's free and you don't have to do any work and you're just going to qualify for the national championship because your last name's Alabama, it ain't going to cut it. That's not how it works in the real world. It's just not how it works. Eventually, the best guy starts to knock people out to the point where you can't stop him. And that's what's happened with me. I have absolutely dominated when it comes to these live events. I've butchered these freaking auditoriums in front of these people for long enough as an MC. It's time for some main character energy. So, if you don't have the money to hire Pat Hilton for your shit, that's fine. Don't hire us. Go pay some cheap VA to run your page. Go pay some cheap VA to log in from Cuba and risk the security of your own personal brand, dumbass. Some of you aren't even thinking straight. And I'm tired of arguing with people about it. I think that we need to come out before the year even starts and just say it. If you don't want to work at this level or this level or this level, which is the highest level in the game, then go over there and play at the low level, because we don't do that shit here. We're a real studio, a real company that posts real, tangible, valuable content for our clients every single day. And most people watching this don't. You don't post anything. But you want to pick people's brains. You want free coaching. You want free scripts. You want free this, free this, free this. We've got a free group, and you can download my book for free, but like the free shit is over. It is fucking over. And I think that you've got to take some of that energy into 2026. You're going to be mingling with the same boneheads that got you the shitbag results you got this year. I learned all of this the hard way. This is the best free lesson on leveling up you're ever going to get from anyone on this platform. Because people who are busy, people who have a client list like we have, they do not take time to help anybody for free. And I will always take time to help people for free because I think that there's people out there that need to hear it, that they need to think bigger of themselves, they need to take bigger action, and they need to make bigger moves. But there's gonna come a moment where you've also got to make a bigger commitment to yourself and to your business and to your future. And it's gonna cost you not just money, but time and energy. And at that moment, you're going to have to start saying no to the stuff that is holding you back. And for me, for the longest time, it's been events. Bouncing around on stage to rack up a couple extra bucks to run up the old revenue. And it's just, I'm not doing it. I'll run my own events. We're going to do all of our own events this year. I've got my own $1 million company I got to run. I got my own studio I have to pay for. I've got 15 clients that we have to post for every single day. We never miss a day. I don't make money and run my business by bouncing around on stage. I do it by doing social media. We're a real social media company for real companies. I think that people are overlooking how powerful this social media tool is. You can have your own TV show right here on Facebook. I'm doing it right now. You can say whatever you want. Most of the people on this platform have known me for years, and I've been saying post daily videos, and they're never going to do it. You just don't do it. Not my problem anymore. Then don't do it. Well, Pat, I know I need to be posting. Can you help me with XYZ? Dude, what more do you want me to tell you? Get on ChatGPT, write a script, film your shit, and post it. But like the days of charity donations are over. Wake the fuck up. Nobody owes you anything. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pull up ChatGPT. We're going to write some scripts. And then we're going to film some stuff. And then we're going to be done with the show today. My lesson to you is, I remember, again, being a kid, big Notre Dame head, and watching Boston College nail that field goal and thinking in my head, well, both teams are 11-1. I think it's 11-1. I think it is, right? And so there's no way they're going to lose the title to Florida State because they already beat Florida State. And then that's exactly what happened. Because they were not in control of the system. The system screwed them. Do not allow someone else's system to screw you next year. Just pull yourself out of their system. And again, another example, Notre Dame's never even been in a conference in football. You know, you got your Big Ten, I think it's the Big Ten. You got your SEC, you got the ACC, you got the whatever, and the whatever. And Notre Dame's never been in a conference. They have a free-form schedule, which in my opinion gives them the ability to get that big contract for TV because they're independent. Be the independent person because then you can say no. They're not going to play at the Pop-Tarts Bowl this year in some bullshit game that doesn't mean anything when they're overqualified to be competing for the title. Stop showing up for people that don't respect your track record, your skill set, and your ability to win. Take it as a lesson. This has nothing to do with football. It has everything to do with principles. And the college football committee has never had a backbone. They never gave a shit about any of the athletes. All they care about is money. That's it. That's all they care about. And by the way, a lot of business people are the same way. All they care about is money. And then even when you show up and you deliver, like I have for people, and you blow the place away and they make tens of millions of dollars, they still don't bring you back. It's pathetic. It's insulting and it's bullshit. Even when you earn it, sometimes you're not going to get invited back. $10 million. Doesn't matter. We're not going to bring him back. Such fucking bullshit. It's happened to me before. It's like, oh, well, you shouldn't say anything. It's like, yeah, actually, you probably should. So you guys are going to have to understand that sometimes no matter how hard you work, no matter how good you are, no matter how great you are, you're going to have to step away from situations and just say, hey, I'm not playing this game anymore. You guys go reevaluate your shit because your bad decisions have nothing to do with me. And that's what Notre Dame did, and I can respect that. So let's get to this ChatGPT thing. If you guys are struggling with writing scripts and you can't hire an agency like mine to do your marketing because you don't have $5,000 a month, that's okay. We now have a $500 a month offer that we're going to be launching, Social Authority Collective, where you can have our creative agency write your scripts so that you can go film them, edit them, and post them on your own. You're going to realize how hard that is once you start doing it on your own. So here we go. We're going to make some scripts today. I'm a video marketer. I've worked with big names like Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone, Ed Milet, rocking the stage, also making content for their brands that has gone viral. Gary Vaynerchuk and Grant Cardone brands, Ed Milet I've only introduced on stage. But I want you to think like an expert video marketer who has dominated large auditoriums, who needs people to understand how important daily social media videos are for them to get booked on stage and for them to book consulting calls to get more clients. I want 7 scripts that are fun, upbeat, witty, and motivational that are designed to get 7-figure producers and people with only $7 to take action, get on camera, post daily, and if they need help, to book a consultation call with my company. Let me know that you understand my request, and let's gear up to write 7 crafty scripts with a good hook some statistics as to why video is important, and a call to action for a consult call. Okay, there you go. There you go. Here's your assignment that I see it. So assign the ChatGPT a task. Don't just be like, hey, ChatGPT, give me 7 viral scripts. Because ChatGPT is going to be like, it's a stupid robot. ChatGPT is a stupid robot unless you help it be smart for you. If you talk to it like an idiot, it's going to give you an idiot output. Okay? 3 to 5 sentences is good. Punch in the face hook. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, so, and then it tells me to type go. Okay, go. So it's going to give me these scripts. I'm going to nail them for you live on the stream. Nobody gives you this kind of value. There's nobody out there giving you this kind of heat. All these agencies want to charge $20 million a month. It's like, dude, you guys suck anyway. You make it harder for us to do deals because you suck so bad. I'm so sick of it. Everybody's sick of it. Fake ass ballers on the internet. Bro, the guy from the street corner has been on bigger stages than you. Okay? So tone it down. All right, here we go. Hook. Script number 1. Invisible people don't get paid. Here we go. Hair looking a little bald. Let's go with it. Oh, you already gave me this witness protection thing. Some of these hooks you're repeating from hooks prior. Let's do 7 more and make sure these are original hooks that are not on another thread. The witness protection thing you already used. So I caught you. Make sure these are fresh and make sure these are vibrant and original compared to anything we've already done. Or my viewers on the live stream are going to call you out for giving me the same shit you already did. See? You got to talk to ChatGPT like you're the boss, not like you're a bitch. Your phone is a printing press. There you go. All right, here we go. Your phone is a printing press. Your phone prints attention the way. I don't want to read off of it. I want to look at the camera. All right, so if you make scripts, don't stand there and read your script. I see a lot of you do this. You're definitely using scripts, which is fine. But then you read the script and you think that no one can tell you're reading. Bro, stop reading it. Retain at least a line or two before you talk to the camera. So you're not just saying one line and then you're looking at the thing. That phone prints attention the way they... No, dude, come on, bro. All right, so here we go. Look at the camera. Your phone prints attention the way the United States prints money. But only if you hit record. Okay? Creators who show up daily generate up to. Creators who show up daily generate up to 4 times more attention. Inbound leads. Creators who show up daily generate up to 4 times more inbound leads. Because attention compounds like interest. Okay? If you want your content printing machine set up for you, book a consultation, call it socialauthority.ai, and let's get in touch. There you go. There's one. Your reputation expires every time the feed refreshes on social media. I don't like that. Your reputation expires every time your news feed refreshes. And that's thousands of times a day. Okay? Daily video creators maintain an 80% higher recall with their audience. Daily video creators maintain an 80% higher recall with their audience. Because they stay visible between the refresh cycles. I like that statistic, ChatGPT. If you want to be remembered instead of replaced, book a consultation with my team today, socialauthority.ai. Boom. Script number 3. Like you guys that are like, it's so hard for me to record. I just don't know what to say. Like, dude, it is not an excuse anymore. Then you're not an expert. You don't know how to talk on camera, and I'm doing business with somebody else because you're a fucking idiot and you can't even talk about what you do. That's how people think about you when you don't show up. I'm telling you, because I talk in the green room with everybody and they're, that Jacob guy's good. I don't know why he doesn't post anything. I'm like, who's Jacob? That guy over there, nobody knows who he is because he doesn't post. Come on, dude. Oh, this one says it. Number 3, the most expensive thing you can do in 2026 is stay silent. Even this freaking dumb robot knows this. Silence costs more than ads, more than mistakes, and more than failure. Businesses that post consistent video content reduce client acquisition costs by up to 35% because people already have seen them, they like them, and they trust them, and they're ready to do business with them. Let's remove the silence. Book a consultation call with socialauthority.ai today, and we'll get your daily system running. All right, so there's 3 scripts. Here's number 4. Nobody gives you this kind of heat. Nobody gives you this kind of heat live on Facebook on a Monday. Come on. It's literally one video away from her. Yeah, it's true. Every viral brand that you admire is one video away from where you are right now. It only takes one piece of content to trigger a wave of interviews, DMs, and deals. It only takes one piece of content to trigger a wave. It only takes one piece of content. This is so funny. Because it's like there's like people watching, but I'm like here in my room alone. It's so funny. It only takes one piece of content to trigger a wave of DMs, interviews, and consultation calls. I like DMs and deals better. I'm going to change that. So here's how you can do it. You guys can record for a straight half hour and just chop shit out into lines. You know that, right? So I'm showing you how. And then these will show up on my page later, edited. All right, let's try this one more time. It only takes one piece of content to trigger a wave of DMs and deals. DMs and deals. That's all anyone cares about. But you have to show up daily to catch that wave. If you want help creating those daily swings, book a consultation call. Head over to socialauthority.ai and we'll get your daily video engine running today. Boom, script number 5. The market follows the loudest clarity. The market doesn't follow the smartest person. It follows the person who shows up with the clearest message the most often. Even the stupid robot that's $20 a month, it's actually free, ChatGPT, knows this stuff. It knows that daily creators are perceived as 3 times more authoritative simply because reputation builds credibility faster than credentials. If no one is seeing you on these platforms, how the hell are they going to do business with you? Where do you think people are every day? They're on their phone all day long. And so if you're just blatantly so out of touch that you think that you're going to win in 2026 without being on these platforms? I don't know. I feel like your head's in the sand. So I'm here to wake you up. Here we go. Script number 5 for the editors. My poor editing team. The market doesn't follow the smartest person. It follows the person with the It follows the person who shows up with the clearest message the most often. Daily creators are perceived as 3 times more authoritative than others. Simply because reputation builds credibility more than credentials. If you're ready to post daily videos If you're ready to become the social authority with daily videos, head to socialauthority.ai and book a consultation today. Boom diggity. All right, number 6. Your content is your audition tape. I've said this one for years. People message me all the time and they're like, Pat, can you help me speak on stage? And then I go to their page and it's like pictures of their dog and it's them on Sora, like flying through the galaxy on a fucking rocket. What the hell does that have anything to do with your business? No wonder nobody wants to book you to speak on stage. You going to show up and play with Sora prompts? Come on, man. Grow up. Use Sora if you want, but like maybe 1 out of every 3 things you post is a Sora video. It's not real. It's not really you. I think we're going to see this AI avatar fad. It was a super big sale over the whole week. This last week, I think it's going to fade and it's going to fade fast. It's fake. Fake avatar. I saw my friend post this fake dress, fake avatar, fake thing in a fake house. I'm like, okay, what use is that? There's no use for that. It's fake. It's not even real. People want real shit. Your content is your audition tape. Your avatar can't show up on stage in front of 2,500 people and speak for you. Okay, you actually have to be able to talk. That's why Logan Paul gets paid. Don't have to like him. Here we go. Script number 6. Audition for stages, clients, partnerships, and opportunities. Every video you post is an audition for stages, clients, partnerships, and opportunities watching you in silence. So I'm going to do this line one more time and I'm going to show you that you can stop and just keep looking at the camera. Don't look away from the camera if you have to stop. Then look away and then go, because when you chop it, you'll be looking straight at the camera during your chops and it won't screw up you or the editors. Always look straight at the camera. If you need to read a line, wait. Then go back to the camera so that your eyeballs are staring straight at the screen. You do not want to try and use Descript to fix your eyeballs. It sucks. Trust me. You'll have AI eyes looking like freaking lizard man. All right, let's take with this one more time. Editors, forgive me. I'm on a rant today. I hit the Stairmaster. Some person was next to me flying on the Stairmaster today. I wasn't going to let him beat me on the Stairmaster. So I had to go until I practically died. I'm not getting off this Stairmaster until you get off first. And you know that's happened to you. All right, let's try script number 6 again. Forgive me, editors, forgive me. This is why you should hire an editing team like ours, so that you don't have to fuck with this. All right? Number 6. Every video you post is an audition for stages, clients, partnerships, and opportunities watching you in silence. So obviously you guys can see that line is a little bit difficult, but I can hammer it without losing eyesight with the camera if I'm able to just chop in. All right, value. Decision makers vet people through content first. Daily video increases your professionalism. Daily video increases your perceived professionalism by up to 60%. If you want your audition tape to look like a highlight reel, head to socialauthority.ai, book a consultation call, and let's get your daily videos looking like a Hollywood film. I liked it. Okay. Awesome. I'm on a live. I have one more script to nail, and then I'll hop into the Discord and we can knock some stuff out. All right, here we go. Script number 7, obscurity is the real algorithm. Okay, here's the hook. Forget the algorithm. The real thing you're fighting is obscurity. Nobody can hire you if they can't find you. Okay, it's too much. Nobody can hire you if they don't find you is probably enough, Mr. GPT. We don't want to forget the algorithm. The whole point of posting is so that we can find the algorithm. So I'm not going to tell people to forget the algorithm. Again, you don't need to say exactly what ChatGPT says. Modify it so it actually makes sense. Why would I come on here and tell you to forget the algorithm? That's stupid. All right. But nobody can hire you if they don't find you is good. All right. So script number 7. Nobody can hire you if they can't find you. Posting daily videos increases your discoverability by up to 10 times regular users. I don't like that. Discoverability 10 times, 10x. I don't like saying too much 10x. I love Grant, but that's his thing. Increases your discoverability. Just say that. Posting daily increases your discoverability. Because platforms push consistent creators into the recommendation slots. If you want to eliminate obscurity for good, book a consultation call at socialauthority.ai and let's get your daily videos rolling today. Boom. So there's 7 scripts. There's a whole week of content. And I ranted about Notre Dame for the first 25 minutes. That maybe took me 20 minutes. So if you're one of these people who gets into my DMs and says, I don't have time, I'm too busy. Dude, you are lying to yourself. You are not making time. And guess what? You think you're busier than you really are. I encourage you to write down every single freaking thing that you do for a whole week and how much time it takes. And you will find pockets of time all over the place that go out the freaking window. Pick one of those pockets of time and do exactly what I'm doing right here. We're going to be doing this exact same scripting method inside the free group, Social Authority, free coaching for you so that you can get good on camera. I think that this is essential for humanity to survive. Is people having a freaking spine and a backbone, getting on camera and being visible and being available and growing their business. I think that the second that we outsource human connection, we're fucked. And then it comes down to what kind of humans do I want to be around? Which goes back to square one on the whole episode of Notre Dame getting screwed over in that entire college football situation, and probably other teams did too. But the moral of the story is stop showing up and performing on a field that you're overqualified to be on. Stop. Because like I said earlier, if you didn't listen to it all the way, which I don't know why anyone would listen all the way, but I also do know why you would. Listen, dude, Notre Dame got screwed in 1993. Number 1 versus number 2. They beat the number 1 team. And then at the end of the year, they had one loss, and that team that they beat had one loss, and somehow the other team got voted as the national championship team. A team that was defeated by the second place team won the title. It doesn't even freaking make sense. Do not let that happen to you in the real world, where you lose an opportunity because you didn't make yourself available. You were unwilling to post a video and look like an idiot in your first 6 videos. You're probably going to suck for like the first 2. And then number 3 is probably going to be pretty decent. The first 2 workouts suck on the Stairmaster. Then like number 3, 4, and 5, you're like, oh, I'm pretty good. I'm flying. Listen, folks, this stuff is real. Surround yourself with great people that want you to win. And anybody that decides that regardless of how great your output is, that it's not good enough, just cut them from your life. Because nothing's ever going to be good enough for those people. They're always going to make you feel like less than. They're always going to make you feel like second place when you're the number 1 slot. They're always going to put you down, not refer you, not put you over. Why? Because you're a threat. Once you get good enough and you start making it, and you're on the big stages, and you're reeling in some cash, and you're running a real company, you're going to see a whole lot of people get real fucking quiet because they never wanted you to succeed in the first place. Cut them out. Stop giving them second chances to screw you. Cut them out. Raise your value, raise your standards, and move into that number 1 slot that you deserve. 7 scripts, again, Monday edition in the books. Get to work.
From the basement to the stage, now we elevating. Every word hit hard, we communicating. No fear in the voice, we articulate. Moving minds, changing lives, yeah, we innovate. Social authority, turn it up loud. Stand in your truth, rise from the crowd. Build from the grit, we don't back down. Social authority is a hit, this is our sound. Strategy and grind, consistency, presence, power in the mind. Speak with a purpose, move with intent. You want results then